Don't you wish you could do this to actual women? I'm in Salad, and I saw the Twilight Zone episode 36, A World of His Own. It is directed by Ralph Nelson, written by Richard Matheson, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts with following a very eloquent woman. She comes home and she sees her husband sitting on the couch with a lady who does not look like her. Not at all, nothing alike. I'm like, wow. First of all, if I were her, I would be offended because I'm a brunette, she's a brunette, and this guy is hooking up with the blonde. I'd be like, you don't like me anymore? Maybe I should dye my hair blonde. But no, her first thought was to come back and be like, hi, husband. How's it going? You know, what's going on here? She's snooping around, being obvious. What you looking for, darling? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to see what you've been up to. You know, she's still looking, and it takes a while for her to be like, all right, fine. I saw you here with another lady. And he's like, no, it seems like you misunderstand. She's like, no, I saw her. Where did she go? Does she have some sort of secret trap door? And I'm like, I don't know where she went either. But this guy provides a perfectly reasonable explanation for what has happened. He has this tape recorder. You can speak into it very clearly, very descriptively, and the more descriptors that he uses, if he's descriptive enough, then this person comes alive. And so he does this. Her name is Mary. She's 30 years old. She has a nice build. She's blonde. She's a loving, delicate, like a woman should be. And you know, he does the thing, and guess what? She appears. You know what he actually does? He says in the tape recorder, she was going through the front door, and she was walking through this room. And as soon as he's finished says that, she's there. There's Mary. He's able to conjure a woman up using his words on a tape, and I thought that was pretty freaking sweet. If I could do that, I'd be pretty epic. Oh man, all the dogs that I would describe. His name is Buddy. He's a 2-year-old German Shepherd with very thick fur, and he's a very playful dog, but also very loyal. Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. That's what I would do with it. But this guy's like, you know, I'd rather just hang out with the woman. And he's trying to describe this, even a visual representation of what's happening in front of her, and she's like, I don't believe it. And I'm like, you literally saw him conjure up a lady in front of you, and he's like, here's how I removed her. Cuts the tape, snip, crumbles it up, throws it in the fire, and it goes pop, and she just vanishes from the world. Victoria sees this and is like, I don't believe it. Well, what else is he going to do? She's like, well, you're gonna have to show me more proof than that. And so basically he goes into the safe, has an envelope, it has like a bunch of tapes in it. And I saw this, and I saw her name was written on this. I was like, oh, she's conjured up. Oh my goodness. She's like, oh, what you do with that? She's being really sassy. And he's explaining to her, like, yo, you've been doing everything I've told you to the T, and now you've disobeyed me because you came home early from the store. You aren't supposed to do that. You're clearly defective because I created you, and you're supposed to do everything I say. You've got a personality of your own. And she's like, what are you talking about? Ha 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 ha. I am a real woman. Takes the tape, throws it in the fire, and she's like, wait, you were telling the truth? Oh no. And then the thing pops and she just fades into existence, and I just am like, okay, this is awesome. I wish I could do this. Mostly the creating a creation and then being able to dispose of it. I would like to have the current creations out there just do their own thing, you know, just do it. You can be alive, whatever. But I want to have the ability to create something, and then if I'm sick of it, just crumple it up and throw it away, you know? Pretty easy. And now this guy is just like, alright, here I am. I'm gonna conjure up this lady I've been hanging out with, cause I don't have a wife no more. Haha, yeah! Also, what's interesting about this episode, Rod Serling makes an appearance. Like, literally, take like one of the envelopes. There's 2 envelopes. One of them is Rod Serling on it, and he's just there, and he's here to be like, oh, don't go away just yet. I'm just here to tell you. This is crazy, right? Like, he's breaking the 4th wall. He's being meta here. And this guy throws the Rod Serling envelope into the fire, and then Rod Serling just disappears. I'm like, what is going on? Why is Rod Serling here? What I really like, it was like, that's towards the end of the episode, and then Rod Serling's narration comes back, and the episode is focused on his 2 characters. And what I like about Rod Serling is that this isn't very narcissistic of him. I mean, he's making a meta joke. That's fun. That's very funny, but the episode isn't about him. I feel like modern writers would make the episode about themselves, their experience, and this is just like, what is happening? This is a brain melting experience this episode is. I really like this episode. I wish dogs would come here. Don't need none of that. Anyway, I gotta give this episode, I enjoyed it. I like the acting. Everybody's acting was full of emotion, and I was very convinced. So I gotta give this episode's a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 Redinos on patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movies, go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movies soon you hear. And until next time on Mint Salad Saw, I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits. Oh, it's a tape recording of me. Oh, what is this? This is a fire. Oh, what did I do that? Oh, it's on fire. I'll see you next season. Bye-bye.